Baked pastas can often be one-note dishes. Not so with this baked rigatoni, complete with a layer of creamy, gooey cheese and a crunchy topping that adds texture as well. Whether you use sausage, ground beef, or a mixture, you're in for a simple yet richly satisfying bowl of baked pasta. We're going to start off with 5 sausage links. I'm using hot Italian sausage, but you could use mild or sweet. I'm going to go ahead and cut the casing off and then just pinch these off into little bite-sized pieces, placing them into a cold skillet here. We'll turn that on to medium heat once we've got all of our sausage in the skillet. We'll cook it out for 4 to 5 minutes. Then give it a flip. Should have some nice golden brown crust on that first side. Give it a couple minutes on that second side. And then once you're starting to render some fat into the pan, we're going to add 1 medium yellow onion that I've finely diced. Stir that around so the onion gets coated in that delicious sausage fat and begins to soften. After 4 to 5 minutes, we'll add in 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, followed by a tablespoon or so of some garlic and herb seasoning. That's salt-free. Once that garlic is nice and fragrant, we'll season it up with a little pinch of salt and cracked pepper. And we'll deglaze the pan with a couple tablespoons of balsamic vinegar for some acidity as well. Next up, 1 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, followed by 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Just go ahead and stir all of that to combine. Make sure you scrape up all that fond off the bottom of the skillet. And then we'll lid this up and let it go for 20 to 25 minutes over medium-low heat. That gives us plenty of time to cook some rigatoni, very al dente. I went about 3 minutes shy of the package directions here. Then we'll give that a drain, add it back to the pot, and toss in our sausage and onion marinara sauce. Stir all that around to combine. Of course, our pasta's not fully cooked yet, but it will be. We're going to go ahead and turn our oven to 375 and grab some cheese. So I've got about a cup of shredded mozzarella here, to which I'm going to add a cup and a half of ricotta cheese, followed by maybe about a quarter to a third of a cup of grated parmesan cheese. And then just stir all of that until it is very well combined, nice and creamy. There you go. Now we're ready to build our baked pasta dish here. We're going to put down about half the pasta into a very nice deep baking dish. You could use a 13 by 9 pan if you wanted to as well. And we'll put our cheese layer down and go ahead and spread that out so that it is evenly coating that bottom layer of pasta. Once that's done, we can top it off with the remaining sausage and pasta mixture. It's okay if it mounds up a little bit here. We'll finish that off with a little bit more freshly grated mozzarella and a little bit more freshly grated Parmesan cheese. We'll tuck that away into our 375-degree oven uncovered for about 25 to 30 minutes. That's going to allow that pasta to cook through, that cheese to get nice and gooey and melted in the middle, and that top, which is one of the best parts of this dish, to get nice and crunchy and crusty. I'm going to garnish this with some freshly chiffonade basil, a touch more Parmigiano Reggiano, and then for this taste test, I can't even be bothered to find a bowl. I'm just going to dig straight in and give this a try. Oh, look at that melty cheese pull. Those crunchy edges on that top layer of pasta are really divine. That Italian sausage just imparts a wonderful flavor throughout the dish. The balsamic vinegar adds a little punch of acidity that's really needed here with all the fat and richness from the cheese and sausage. And of course, that fresh basil on top adds that nice aromatic herbal note that's just the perfect garnish. Guys, this is a really satisfying dish. It's easy to make. It's relatively inexpensive. It feeds a crowd. Oh, be careful about that hot dish, by the way. So I hope you'll give it a try. And as always, go make something delicious.